Oh hey, didn't see you there. So, what's going on? My name is Town Dillard of the Claw Gaming, whatever you want to call me, or you might know me as the Valk dude. So, you guys might have actually seen my previous guide on Valkyrie. It's one of the most highly viewed Valkyrie guides, and to be honest with you guys, I cannot thank you all enough for all the support that I got off of it. Over 18,000 views, over 100 likes. It's awesome that you guys actually enjoyed it, and I'm happy that I was able to help people out with it. But there are some things that I didn't share, some tactics that I used that I just didn't expose. And what we're going to be doing in this video is showing off the rest of what I know about Valkyrie's techs. So, we're going to be exposing the 3 techs that make Valkyrie one of the strongest defensive characters in the game, as well as give her extremely good punishes. So, let's get right into it. Although I will admit, it does pain me to give out this information because I used to hold it so dearly, and now it's just kind of like, I don't know, I don't really want it anymore. I stopped playing this game for a while, and I kind of fell out of it. I'm not going to get back into it as much as I used to be, I don't think so. This will be a good experience, and it'll hopefully get you guys a little bit further ahead by using this character. So let me explain the concept of what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to show you how to escape any mix-up. I'm going to show you how to escape Warden completely, and I'm going to show you how to get a free guard break off of any attack, including light attacks, just by blocking it. Not only that, I'm going to show you one of the strongest punishes off of attacks in the game, and that is Valkyrie's Deflect, guaranteeing 40 damage. Now you may be asking yourself, you may be wondering, hey, this guy crazy, right? He crazy, he cray-cray, he cuckoo in the bray-bray, right? But no, I'm not crazy, and I can show you guys how to do these things very simply. These are techs that have been in the game since day one. It's just they've been difficult to attain, simply because we didn't know what we were doing with the character. So, allow me to explain. The first thing we're going to be talking about is Valkyrie's guaranteed guard break off of any attack. As many of you are aware, Valkyrie has the ability to get a guard break off of her Deflect. This is because the Deflect has a superior guard property. This interrupts chains and allows you to take your opponent by surprise after they're in their recovery frames. So, that's pretty well known knowledge, right? That's not too crazy. But did you know that her superior guard also applies to her all guard back when she's prepping up for the shield crush? If you didn't know this is not a normal superior guard. This is an amped up superior guard. This is like a superior guard on drugs. This does not guarantee a guard break off of a heavy. This guarantees a guard break off of a light attack. So if a character like Raider wants to throw out a heavy and then switch it up to a top light at the very last second, you can let it hit your shield, dash forward, and guard break, and it gives the same effect as you deflecting them. It's the same property as a deflect. The only difference is there's minimal to no effort involved in getting this punish. This allows you to get stamina punishes. This allows you to get the free heavy off of any GB. This allows you to get a mix-up for free. And it's all just by sitting still and waiting for your opponent to attack. This is one of the strongest techs that I've ever seen with Valkyrie. And if you learn how to use this in certain situations, like a Highlander that uses the overhead heavy, I think it's called the Celtic Curse or something like that, they go into the overhead, die your stern! You get it guaranteed off of just dashing backwards. The overhead part hits you, the heavy soft feint hits you, and it's a guaranteed GB. Free damage off of nothing. Now you may be saying, oh, but I've seen people get the shield crush off of that. No, let me explain this, okay? So, as you guys might be aware, after Valkyrie does her sweep into heavy, this allows the opponent to get a free guard break on stand-up if you don't continue your chain. During the stand-up phase of your opponent, they have iframes for their animations, meaning that their animations cannot be interrupted at all whenever you're hitting them. So, upon standing up, they can get the guard break animation faster than you can get into anything else or pass your recovery frames with your heavies. This surpasses that. It goes past this. So the basic concept of it is, if your opponent hits your shield while you're doing the shield crush, you let it fly, you walk towards them, you hit them, that's the same animation as when you're doing the sweep, meaning that your opponents can still get a guard break off of this. It's unsafe, and it allows them to access a mix-up if you don't continue yours. So it basically allows them to punish you without you doing anything wrong. Now, this is where it gets cool. This allows you to get a guard break instead, and a guard break is a much safer alternative than going into your unblockable mix-ups. Free guaranteed 25 damage, every single attack. You can incorporate this into any playstyle, you just have to be creative with it. If you want to attack people, bait out a heavy, and then go forward, that's as simple as it gets. You just have to let them hit you. Apply this into your playstyle however you'd like, use it however you'd like. This is some of the strongest information that you're ever going to find on Valkyrie, and I hope you guys enjoy using it as much as possible. Moving on to the second bit of the tutorial for the hidden tech is going to be Valkyrie's deflect delay. So if you guys weren't aware of this, Valkyrie has the ability to delay her lights after her deflect phase is over during a dash. So if you pay attention to the indicators on Valkyrie, after I dash, you'll see it flash once for the deflect phase, and then another time for when you're able to do the dashing light. This is how you're going to escape mix-ups. During this phase, if you want to dash into your opponent's attacks, if they're on the side, you have the ability to go through the deflect phase, and then attack your opponent if you aren't sure of it. If they do a feint and they want to go for a guard break, you have the ability to react to that. You also have the ability to escape mix-ups very easily. If a warden is doing the shoulder bash on you and you can see him feint it, you can delay the light, block his timing off, make it to where you're unpredictable in situations where otherwise you would be caught by them. Another way of escaping something like the warden, since a lot of people have decided to ask me that, simply backdash the moment you see him dash forward or the moment you see him do some light attacks. Backdash. That's how easy it is. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. People don't understand this, but whenever I'm facing wardens, I try to avoid backdashing because I actually enjoy having fun and I think that his mix-up should be viable. But at this point, I've stopped caring about it so much and stopped wanting to have fun to a point where I just backdash it. It's simple. It's easy. I don't lose to wardens anymore. And the final thing that I'm going to show you is Valk's 40 damage punish. Guaranteed off of any attack that isn't unblockable. You might be saying to yourself, Talon, that's crazy talk. Talon, that's crazy. You're out of your mind. You already said that before in this video and you're starting to sound repetitive. I get that. I understand 110%. But I'm going to say it again anyway. This is absolutely banana bonkerinos, and it's been guaranteed since day one. We just didn't know about it for the longest time. What Valkyrie is able to do is get her shoulder pin, which is now guaranteed. It used to be kind of spotty. But after her shoulder pin, she gets a guaranteed dashing light. Shoulder pin is 25 damage, dashing light is 15 damage. Meaning that altogether you get a 40 damage punish off of a heavy or a light attack, which is much, much better than the normal 25 damage that you get off of a light parry, or the 25 damage you get off of a guard break. So much better, so much more effective, and it makes your opponent have to second guess before throwing out attacks. Whereas this can lead to turtling, I think it's better for your opponents because it makes them less likely to attack, meaning that you can go into your offensive mix-ups just as easily. And that's going to do it for the guide so far, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully this was enough information to keep you playing this game and keep you playing this character. I understand that she's weak in comparison to the new ones. I understand that there's a lot of problems with her. But this just means that she's viable now. The things that you didn't think you could do before are now easily accessible. And I hope that you guys use all this to its fullest extent. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you learned something new. You guys have a fantastic day. And as always, stay sharp.
She got you a little horns and they give me a little bit.